Gary G. We're here with the Inland Valley News, and I have Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson, former Ram. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Gary?
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about the addition of Jared Goff. What are your thoughts as far as the Rams selecting him as the #1 draft choice?
Well, first of all, I think that we needed a quarterback. That was something that we needed. You know, in this league right now, it's all about the quarterback. But, I mean, we have a fine running back, Todd Gurley. We got a good offensive line, and a very strong defense, and we had to have a quarterback, a guy that can come in and play, I think, in the future. And when I look at it, is that Todd is a young running back, and Jared Goff is a young quarterback. I almost look at it like the Cowboy effect. And I don't like the Cowboys. I think that the Cowboys, Detroit, and Smith, and McLaren, we have to get a receiver. You know, they kind of roll together, and it makes it a lot easier. You know, every year you're searching for a quarterback. One thing I do like about Jared Goff is his accuracy. You know, I think accuracy is big in the National Football League. You have to be able to hit your target on the ball, what you do. And, you know, watching him in college, you know, playing in the Pac-12, that's what they do. Not with a lot of talent. So, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. This draft, it wasn't like a John Elway or Joe Montana. I mean, it was just some good players, and I think he's the best player for the Rams because I think he's game ready. You know, and I think that they will have to play him. You know, they might not want to, but I think they will play him.
Now, as far as LA having the Rams back home, that's big in and of itself, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, first of all, you know, having a #1 pick, let's get that right, #1 pick, and being back in LA in 22 years, having had a football team and coming back, and then let's don't forget one thing. This is Hollywood. Hollywood. So don't leave that out. Hollywood likes that whoa effect. And so they got that yesterday with having a #1 pick. You don't have to wait on anybody. You know, you take your time. If you know, as you noticed, when they did the pick, they went down to the last minutes. I mean, because you could have picked it right quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. So came around and picked it.
A little suspense.
Yes, a little suspense. I mean, they did it with like 20 seconds left, and they come out and picked it. But so for me, I think it's the best pick for the Rams.
As far as time-wise, him fitting into the system and making a difference, do you think, you know, that they can make that transition rapidly and improve and even make possibly the playoffs?
You know, I would like to say they can take their time with it, but I think they're going to try to do it rapidly. I believe that they'll probably try to put him out there, not the first game, you know, the second, third game. He'll probably start. You know, that's just how it is. You want to try to get a guy that can play. That's why they call him game ready.
Right.
He's a quarterback that can come in and play now. You know, and you just never know what's going to happen. That's the thing with the young quarterback. Any young player you draft, you just never know what's going to happen because I say as much college and pro is so different. It's like taking a video. You've seen a video go real fast, like it's going and all of a sudden it goes.
Oh yeah.
That's the difference in college speed and pro speed. College speed is like just like watching a movie. Pro speed is like speeding it up real fast. And, you know, you have to learn to run.
What made you so great? I mean, you were my hero. I love watching you. You're a fantastic player. What made Eric Dickerson tick and make him function so well to make him? You still have the record.
Yeah, I do still have the record. Most yards in a single season, 2105.
Did you hear that? Tell him again, Eric.
The record is 2105, 2,105 yards. I did that in 1984. But I always say this: I did it in 15 games. Only did it in 14 games. You know, I always get props because I was my favorite player.
Yeah.
You know what made me? I can say what made me tick. You know, my thing was that I always wanted to be great at anything I did. My dad had a saying. He said, "Son, all you do with your mic things done by halves and and I tried to live by that motto. You know, even if I was not happy with the situation I was in, sometimes I played hard all the time, and I just wanted to be a difference maker. You know, when I played my sport of football, I wanted them to say, "Hey, this guy can hurt us, so you have to defend this guy." And, you know, I was able to do that.
Yeah, you did a remarkable job, still a living legacy. Well, give yourself a shout out, if you will, and you have a charity that you're working with as well.
Yes, we work with Young Warriors, his father's boys, Jason Hill, and the founder, the co-founder of the Foundation. We do a lot of stuff stuff for young men. That's for boys who don't have fathers. We have an event June 13th at Pelican Hills Golf Resort. We have a golf tournament. I think it's sold out. It's sold out.
All right.
But I think
It's always a great event.
it's always a good
Been to a couple of them.
Yes, it's a good event. I think it'll be better this year. Down at Newport Beach, on the ocean, and nice event.
All right. Well,
Okay, bro.
congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
God bless.
Thank you, guys.